Welcome to Techstination. Joining us is a full line from Garmin: Stephanie Schultz, Cesar Palacios, Natalie, Hawley, and Mary Woodbury. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk about what you have on the market for consumers for this holiday season. Some really interesting new things, a variety of products, which is why we have a bunch of you on the line with us. Stephanie, why don't you start off telling us about some of the new fitness products coming to market that are or on market?
Sure. So a couple months ago, we announced an entirely new Forerunner line. So we have a new watch for beginning runners, middle of the pack runners, and then those advanced runners that want every kind of metric available to them. So we have every price point and just about every feature you can imagine is on our top of the line watch. And then we brought some of those good safety and tracking features, as well as other features down to some of our more entry-level running watches.
So tell us about some of the specific models and the features.
Sure. So the Forerunner 45 and 45S, those are more of your entry-level watches. So those will track heart rate, pace, time, distance, speed, just about anything that a maybe couch to 5K beginner runner would like to track, as far as 24/7 heart rate and smart notifications as well. Moving up in price range and in feature sets, we have the Forerunner 245 and 245 Music. Those, as the name states, do come with music capabilities, so you can play Deezer, Spotify, Amazon Music, all on those watches. They also do give you a couple more metrics for those more intense runners. You'll get VO2 max, you'll get some of the training status updates as well on those. And that does come with Garmin Pay too, so you can pay on your wrist. With your wrist, all you have to do is plug in your credit card information, and it's super easy to use. Going from there is the Forerunner 945, and that's really our top-of-the-line watch that was built for the elite athlete. So that's going to have every single piece of data that you could imagine on it, as well as music and Garmin Pay. Something new to the Forerunner line is on this watch, and that's mapping. So we have on this watch, you can do popularity routing through Garmin Connect and send those routes to your watch. And on those maps, you'll see, if you're running in a new city or just around, you want a different route to run, this will give you that opportunity, and you can see that right on your wrist.
Where does pricing start?
So pricing starts at about $200 for the Forerunner 45, and then we'll make our way up to about $600 for the Forerunner 945.
Terrific. Also new, the Fenix 6 series. Give us an overview there. Who's taking that one?
That would be me. This is Natalie. So the Fenix 6 is our latest lineup of Fenix devices, which is our really rugged multi-sport GPS outdoor watch. So just like the Fenix 5 Plus series, it comes in 3 different sizes. There's the Fenix 6S at 42 millimeters in case size, which is really comfortable on a smaller wrist. Then we have the 47 millimeter and the Fenix 6 watch, which is kind of the mid-size. And then the Fenix 6X comes in 51 millimeters. So that's the big boy. And what's special about this watch is there is a new Pro Solar Edition. So this is the first watch from Garmin, which brings in this solar charging technology with what we call Power Glass solar lens. So when you're, exploring in the outdoors, your watch will be taking in that sunlight and converting it into battery life, which is pretty cool.
Very cool. And that's really at the high end, big in size, big in price too. Tell us about that.
Definitely. So it starts out at $999, and then we offer it in a titanium case with a titanium bracelet at about $1,150.
Who's the typical buyer for the Fenix line?
It kind of depends. We offer a wide range of wearables for any kind of passion and sport, style, price range. We see a lot of Fenix customers really taking this into the outdoors with its, durability, how it's built. It's really rugged, and it has that extreme battery life. So whether you're camping or hiking or are using it for a long period of time, the Fenix is the way to go.
Terrific. And you talk about sports-specific kinds of watches or apps that can run on the watches. You've got for golfers some great stuff too. Cesar, I think you're taking that one.
Yeah, that's correct. So we initially came out with the Approach S60, which pretty much gives you everything you're going to need for your golf needs. But now we also introduced the Approach S40, and basically with the Approach S40, you're getting the stylish, lightweight GPS for golfers. You'll also be having preloaded courses in there. You'll have auto shot game tracking, precise yardage, green view, activity tracking features. They also introduced the quick release bands for these watches, so you can use them in the golf course and off the golf course. Those are the main benefits of using the Approach S40.
Tell us about pricing.
The pricing for the S40 is at $299.99.
And as you mentioned, I mean, this is wearable while you're on the golf course, but beyond that, you mentioned the tracking, other tracking capability as well, fitness tracking.
Right. You'll have activity tracking as well, and you'll have smart notifications when you're not golfing. But you can also use the Garmin Golf app with it. You can have a golf scoring app as well. But when you're actually not golfing, yes, you can use it as an activity tracker, and you can also have smart notifications as well.
On the fitness side, you've got some new products arriving there and some really exciting things. Mary, you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, we have a bunch that just announced from our wellness segment. What we're most excited about for the holidays is the Garmin Venue smartwatch. That's our GPS smartwatch, and it's the first time we are introducing a smartwatch with a full, really bright colored AMOLED display. So that's really exciting for us. You get really vibrant watch faces, live watch faces. It makes the watch just look really nice. And best of all, with all that, you're still getting a 5-day battery life. You're also getting over 20 built-in sports apps, all-day health monitoring. Something we're really excited about is the introduction of animated workouts. So if you want to try out yoga and you've never done it before, now you have all of the moves right on your wrist. So it makes it really easy for our customer to try out something new.
Interesting. So you're actually watching the animations on the watch, showing you what to do. I guess with some yoga things, it might be hard to be watching it while you're doing the pose.
Yeah, people will often bring like their phones into the gym with them and, look up YouTube videos if they need to see what a move looks like. And this just cuts all that off. And we do it for, Pilates, yoga, and strength training. So, maybe you just look at the moves on the watch and then it gives you the opportunity to do it. So you don't have to be staring at your watch the whole time.
Tell us about pricing and availability.
Availability is right now. I would suggest checking out Amazon for that or Garmin.com, and pricing is $399.
Now, how does that buyer differ from people who have bought into the Vivo Active line, which has been popular now for years?
Yeah, it's probably a similar customer, and we did just upgrade the Vivo Active. So we introduced the Vivo Active 4. It does not have the AMOLED display, and it's priced slightly lower at, I believe it's $350. So if, the bright screen isn't as important to you, certainly the Vivo Active 4 is a great option. And also the Vivo Active 4 is now available in a smaller size. So if you have smaller wrists and you really want that smaller watch face, then the Vivo Active 4S is a great option for you too. But otherwise, the features are pretty much exactly the same. One other thing that I'd like to mention that we have for the holidays that we're really excited about is our Legacy Saga series and Legacy Hero series, and those are our character-themed smartwatches. So we now have Star Wars and Marvel smartwatches for, you know, those fans who, you know, it's not just for kids. And we have smaller sizes that are Rey and Captain Marvel, and the larger sizes you have your Darth Vader and your Captain America SKU. So those are really exciting and really fun as well.
I don't know which one of you would want to tackle this, if one of you can, but give us the overview of Garmin's strategy here. You've got all of these different lines, a lot of choices for consumers to make, and obviously you're doing well, and you've got some real advantages over the competition, I suppose, doing it this way.
Yeah, I mean, at Garmin, we're very purpose-built. We're not a one-size-fits-all, and we realize that we have a lot of watches out there, but ultimately, at the end of the day, we want to make sure our customer is getting exactly what they want, whether they're, the elite athlete who's running marathons, or somebody who's, hiking the trails and, climbing Everest, or somebody who's maybe just getting into fitness and health tracking for the first time. Garmin's going to have something that's really specific to you.
And any thoughts about taking on Google in this space with its acquisition of Fitbit?
We're just focusing on what we do best and what we're doing here, and making watches for our customers that they're going to be able to wear regardless of their passion.
The website to go for more information on all of these would be buy.garmin.com, and you can look for the specific models you're interested in. Stephanie Schultz, Cesar Palacios, Natalie Hawley, and Mary Woodbury, thanks for taking the time with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now this. How many companies out there have continued to innovate when it comes to building a better radio? I'm Fred Fishkin, host of Techstination, and I'm here to tell you about the new CC Skywave SSB radio from the wonderful people at C. Crane. Bob and his crew really love radio, and it shows in this new compact model that is packed with features. Beyond great AM and FM reception and sound, you can tune into shortwave signals from around the world, listen to ham radio operators, aviation, and more. It's the radio you'll turn to every day, and in emergencies. It will run for nearly 3 days on just 2 AA batteries. Pair the sleep timer with the new Soft Speaker 3, and you've got the perfect radio for your nightstand. Of course, it can wake you up too. Click on C. Crane at Techstination.com and put in the code Techstination for a free flashlight with your order. They love radio, and you'll love C. Crane.